Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm doing a voiceover. While I was filming, my audio was so echoey, and while editing, I could not stand the echoiness, so I thought you wouldn't be able to do so as well. So I decided to do a voiceover. So just a small introduction. These plants here have been repotted off camera. I rinsed out the root system, and we will be getting ready to pot them up in a completely new soil for me. The name of the new soil is TERRAPON. You will see it in a minute. So yeah, here's the soil. It's called TERRAPON. Has some pebbles and some soils in it. I will be also adding some slow release fertilizer, as I'm a bit terrible with fertilizing or keeping up with fertilizing houseplants, because I live quite a busy lifestyle. I have kids. I'm also working. I also cooking. So yes, I'm trying to also give myself some grace, like within my passion, let's just say. But I'm not happy this time. I think I went overboard. I neglected a little bit too much the plants. I'm coming back to that in a minute. So first one to plant, it's Ludicea discolor orchid. This is a terrestrial orchid. So this medium, I really think that would be appropriate for it. And as you can see, one of the new growths, it's white, it's fine. Although I snapped it from the mother plant. But I think it should be fine as it has some roots. Back to what I was talking about. Yes, I did neglect the plants, but I think it was because during Christmas time I went to my home country, and I thought the heater was working properly, and it didn't. And I think this is the second time around when it happens to me, and my plants were like suffering so bad, like so bad. They had experienced root rot, I think, due to the cold damage, a lot of leaf drop, wilting, and some of them they died. You can imagine the look on my face when I saw my lovely luscious plant corner turn into brown leaves, wilting plants, and some of them they're quite dead. And yes, I did took my time to take care of the plants, because it's just I wasn't excited any longer, because I thought I was thinking, I will be dealing with a lot of dead plants, and it's just I couldn't. Yeah, you can see it here. This plant, it's Maranta. It's a Maranta Silver something. I will have the names on the screen. As you can see, there's some, I think there are corps and some new growth on this plant, so I'm really hoping to recover it, although it does look sad, and majority of these plants in this video, they look quite sad. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It just, I just drag it on. It's like I do it tomorrow and after tomorrow, and then so on and so forth. And we got here. I know, but it's just, it wasn't exciting. It was stressful to look at them, and the thing to repot them, and yeah, and the thing that maybe most of them, they won't survive. Okay. The next one on my list, it's Philodendron Silver Sword. It used to be a long plant, as you can see, but while trying to repot it previously, I snapped it in half. Although, yeah, I the previous like the stem, the top stem, I tried to put it in the soil to root again, but it wasn't working. I think because my previous medium was too dry. So the other part of the stem, the root one, you were able to see maybe some nubbins, some growth points that are quite a bit swollen. So what I will do, that section I will place it quite a bit high with the growth points like almost exposed, because I want them to grow again. And I think the top cutting will root quite quickly, because this medium is like similar, I believe, to semi-hydroponics, and it keeps like the moisture, and as long as I'm watering and I keep the reservoir like topped up with water, I think I will be fine and this cutting will root. But we'll see. I will try to have some updates in the end of this video to see maybe there are some changes. My next plant is my skin Dapsis, I believe. I will just remember, I will leave the names on the screen. Okay, this looks really poorly. I had this plant a long time ago and it keeps struggling for me and yes, it was due to my neglect as well, but it's just like never rooting for me. So I'm hoping for this media to work. Next poor looking plant on the list is Philodendron brentianum. Same, it was so beautiful, but yes, I went away 2 weeks in Romania, and due to the cold and dehydration it lost majority of these leaves, and we are here. And a quick update for you, the Phalaenopsis equestris kiki that I saved from my previous mother plant who died, it does not have roots yet, although the leaves are quite plump. I can't see any roots. I keep it in water, so I'm hopeful. Here we have Philodendron Brazil. Same, it used to be so gorgeous, so lovely, but due to the dryness of the soil and the cold, it just, yeah, it like the root system for some reason, instead of drying out, like they were a little mushy and not good. What I'm trying to do, remove some leaves on this plant. You do see these nubbins right there, so they are aerial roots. So I will remove some of the leaves and I will try to pot inside the medium as much as of the stem and those nubbins that are exposed to be in the wet soil, to promote them to grow further in the soil. I really do like this plant, so I hope it recovers soon, because I enjoy the variegation on this plant so much. She's gorgeous. The last plant in today's video is Monstera okay, I can't say the name, Adansonii. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Forgive me if I don't. As you might have seen it, the top part of the soil was white. So this is what I was experiencing. My previous medium, it wasn't the best. Maybe it was my fault as well, because I really tried to keep the soil moist somehow. So I used vermiculite. I mixed in the soil because my soil was drying up too quick. It wasn't working out. I think they kept it too wet and my roots rotted, and also the soil started to like mold, and it wasn't looking well and wasn't smelling well. As you can see with these plants, there was a bunch of cuttings potting together and my root system was quite poor. You would you are able to see here like quite a lot of stringy roots because the filament just rotted away. What I'm doing here, I'm cleaning out the plants, the root system, and I will give this plant a bigger pot to have space to grow and like be as the same as before. She was so pretty, and I just noticed that the color on these philodendron oh no, monstera leaves, they are so like an iridescent green. I can't explain it. She's so lovely. And fenestration on the leaves, they are also lovely. I know it looks bad, the leaves are burnt, but I'm hopeful that this plant will recover and return to its former glory. Yeah, as I told you before, this is going to be the last plant that I was potting up, I was recording. So yes, what you have to take off from this video is just don't neglect your plants. Try to find a happy medium with the soil, because like I think this is gonna be a good one. Let me know, what's your experience? Have you tried this soil? Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and if I have some updates, I will pop it in the next clip. So as I have promised, I am back and I have some wonderful updates. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. I'm holding it in my hand and my hand is shaking. So as you can see, all these plants have been reported in the TERRAPON apart from this fern, that begonia and this begonia. They look gorgeous. If some of you have some tips to help me out how to keep begonias alive, please leave them down below. I really do want to make them live, not kill them once again. Just a quick look. Look at those gorgeous leaves. I know I haven't filmed these plants getting repotted, although I have some exciting updates in regards to these two especially, because look, since repotting I've received this leaf and the new one it's coming, so the growth accelerated. On the second plant, my Syngonium pink heart, the leaves were struggling to unfurl, creating these breakage, but now since I changed the medium, they started like slowly unfurl, which is amazing. Now you can see the top cutting on my Philodendron silver sword is still quite wilty, although the bottom cutting, it's having a bunch of growth points which swelled up and they are ready to grow. So yes, I am really happy to see that. My Monstera Adansonii, do you remember what I said earlier? The color of the leaves are so iridescent green. Look, she's gorgeous. So I have a bunch of new stuff. I have this growth, like leaf started, this leaf and another one here, and they haven't wilted since the repotting, so I am happy to see these results. And my Philodendron Brazil, do you see what I see? It's a root growing right there. So what I can tell straight away from this, that this medium helps keep moisture in the soil and helps with the rooting process. Now, Philodendron brandtianum, the first cutting looks just the same, although the other one, a nub just started swelling, so I'm happy. Oh, I know it looks poor. My oh, I forgot the name. It doesn't look well, although it doesn't look worse than it used to be before. So I'm patient, and I'm hoping for like slow growth. I am patient, I have patience. My last one would be this one. Do you see what I see? A growth point started in here, and the new growth which I broke off, it actually greened up a little bit and it's continued growing. So yes, I am so far so happy.